said, fuck it, let me go live today because I always do these pre-recordings. And not that the pre-recordings is bad because it's still like a form of live. But, it's healthy for the channel to like really go live at some point. Like live, 85 live. Yo, I learned so motherfucking much about myself. Especially during the fucking breakup. And maybe I need to go back to the pre-recording. But I learned so much. I learned so much, and I'm so motherfucking proud of myself. You know what I'm saying? And everything that I've learned and that I went through, especially concerning the breakup, I shared. And it's not that I had to, and it's not that I was looking for, I don't know, attention or validity. I wasn't looking for that shit. I was trying to find a way to heal at a time when I was so severely fucking hurt and confused. What worked for me may not work for everybody, but I had to what worked for me. And what worked for me was telling my fucking truth, being vulnerable, exposing my fucking pain. It was like a release for me. It was a release to be able to fucking do that. And each stage, I had so many fucking stages of that shit. You know what I'm saying? I had fucking regret. I had fucking sadness. I had motherfucking guilt. I had extreme motherfucking anger. You know, heartbreak. You know, I had it was so many stages of that shit. And to me at the time, the best way for me to be able to deal with it, to find closure, to move past this shit, to get into a better headspace, you know, was to heal out loud, to motherfucking say whatever it is I needed to say, whatever I didn't get a chance to fucking say to him, the points, the arguments, which probably was irrelevant, but at the time that I was going through it, it was relevant, you know, because the way that he left so abruptly, it was a lot that didn't get a chance to happen, you know? And so all the fucking stages y'all basically went through with me, you know, and I appreciate your support. From views to the channel, because see, I get a good amount of views, you know. I appreciate all the views. I don't even give a fuck if it's one. I don't care. I appreciate all the fucking views that I get. But I get a fair amount of views, and though people may not respond necessarily on the page itself, I get a lot of text messages. I get a lot of because I also have a group, so I get a lot of instant messages and DMs and shit through the group. And I appreciate all the fucking feedback, because what I've come to understand, right, through my own healing process, is that I am a voice for a certain amount of people who either don't have the courage to heal out loud or don't want to heal out loud, and, you know, be vulnerable with just anyone, because a lot of time our vulnerability is fucking used against us too. It's unfortunate, but it's true. It's fucking used against us, you know what I'm saying? And I understand it, you know, but I was just so broken at the time. I didn't give a fuck about none of that. All I had was fucking me, and I had to get back to me, or, you know, get to a better version of me, and I did it the best way that I fucking knew how. You know, people also was like, you know, you want to, you know, try therapy and speak to somebody, and I'm not against therapy, but at the time that fucking wasn't enough for me. I was speaking with my girlfriends, I was speaking with you guys, and to me that helped. It wasn't until a little later on that you know, I had went to seek therapy, and I chose to do it, you know, that way because now I wanted to get to the healing part of me, try to understand what else was going on with me, because that's a motherfucking experience that I don't ever want to experience again, right? We all gonna have heartbreak. That's word up. We all gonna have fucking heartbreak, but that's not the experience I'm talking about not having again. This is the experience I don't want to fucking have again. I'm so motherfucking full. I am full. I am full. But no reciprocity, fuck that. Like, I don't ever want to have that experience again, and I'm not gonna have that motherfucking experience again. Being so full of love that people who are broken, people who are half-ass people, people who are low vibing, like, you know, as long as you don't directly try to hurt me, I never felt no type of way in interacting with people like that, because I was full of love, and I'm like, yo, they can't fucking penetrate me. And sometimes, because I know I'm a healer, sometimes I'm like, you know what, I gotta pour a little bit of love in them just so they can know that, you know, they're not in it alone, or just so they can know that, you know, I'm your person. They, meaning him, you know, I'm your person. So, you know, whatever it is you dealing with, you have support, you know, and dealing with it and getting through it. But baby, ain't no motherfucking way that I'm gonna be pouring so much into anyone else that when they not reciprocating, that I justify that shit. You know, I was justifying that shit because I was like, shit, I'm good, and I really was good. But there's no balance there. If I'm fucking pouring, and nobody's motherfucking pouring back into me, regardless of how much excess I motherfucking have, I'm not sharing my motherfucking excess with anyone that is not willing to reciprocate. You know, that's one of the fucking things I learned. I learned how rich I am, and I'm grateful for that. You know, and I may not be rich with what is obvious to the fucking human eye. I may not be rich with material things. I may not be monetarily rich, but I am motherfucking rich in spirit. And motherfuckers know that shit. It's when you rich in your spirit, trust me, the motherfuckers that's battling they demons pick up on that shit. And that shit make them feel some type of motherfucking way. And that's where envy and jealousy come in at. Two of the fucking 7 deadly sins. And they all fucking deadly, because those two emotions can have motherfuckers do some fucked up foul shit. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers, demons will be aggravated by your motherfucking spirit. You know what I'm saying? They'll be aggravated because you high vibing. They'll be aggravated because they can't penetrate you in a negative way. They'll be aggravated because you deal with your trauma, your pain, or, you know, your circumstances differently than they do. You know, they fucking demons be aggravated because it appears that no matter what the sickest stance, no matter what the circumstance is, you're still having a positive mind state to get through it the best way that you can, and motherfuckers will be mad at that. Motherfuckers, demons will be aggravated because they can't pull you down. You know what I'm saying? They low vibing, and they want somebody to fucking low vibe with them. And if you don't allow them to penetrate your energy, the motherfuckers will get aggravated. You know what I mean? So I learned that. You know, I fucking learned that. I really, really learned my value, my true value, that I am motherfucking rich. I know that my value, you know what I'm saying, is of quality. You know, I haven't had self-esteem issues. I have not. However, you know, it's two sides to every coin. So even though I didn't have self-esteem issues, and I always felt like I knew what my value was, and interacting with certain people and allowing them into my space, regardless of whatever their atrocities may have been, have opened my eyes to see that I and people who are rich in spirit, you have to be very cognizant, aware, discerned of who the fuck you are exchanging resources with, and who you are allowing your energy to be around. Like your shit, you cannot afford to be just around any motherfucking body. Now here's the catch-22 to this shit. You have to be discerned, aware, and set boundaries, even with the motherfucking people you love. Because just because you loving up on these motherfucking people do not mean that they feel the same motherfucking way. People that's rich in spirit cannot afford to be wearing rose-colored glasses towards people that we love, because again, it don't mean that they feel the same motherfucking way about us. You feel me? And so with these lessons that I have learned, and that I'm still learning, because now I'm etching this shit into the fabric of the type of woman that I am now, you know, which is important, because now I am creating the life that I want for myself. In this phase of my life, I am planning my future. I am weeding out and molding shit that don't work no more, old ideologies that have turned toxic over the years. You know, that type of shit that, you know, you gotta love your man no matter what, and you gotta be there for your man no matter what. And you know, if you love somebody, you know, you love don't have no boundaries, you know, and like all that type of shit, that shit is out the motherfucking window, you know. I learned, because I am a high valuable person, I learned what my quality is, and it is important to me to be around like-minded people. So at this point in my life, it is hard for me to be there for people who are going through a breakup and they not trying to do anything about it. It's hard for me, so I've removed myself, because I realize people pull you into their shit. You know what I'm saying? And people will try to penetrate your motherfucking energy, you know, saying, you know, I need that, you know, this is what I've heard. Oh, I need that type of energy you got. Or, oh, you know, what was the next one I heard? Your strength. You know, that type of strength, you know, I respect that shit and I need that shit. And the real truth of the matter is, no, what you're trying to do is pull me into your shit. Because we all have inner strength, you know, and it starts out, it starts out as tolerance. You know what I'm saying? We all have a level of tolerance. And you have to decide for your motherfucking self if you're going to, how long you're going to be willing to put up with someone motherfucking mistreating you. And from my perspective, if somebody is mistreating you on a constant basis to where though you're fighting yourself about being with them, and they're affecting your happiness, they're affecting your energy, meaning if you're usually, you know, a good person, good to go, and now it's like most interactions with them affect you being who you are naturally. This is a pattern. This shit ain't new. So that mean that nigga been doing this shit. You know what I'm saying? To now you questioning yourself. You question a relationship. Don't come into my fucking space pulling on my motherfucking energy, trying to ask me for advice, or, you know, trying to use my motherfucking energy when you know you not motherfucking going nowhere. At this point in my life, it is very hard for me to stand by knowing that I care about you as my sister, as my friend, you know, or whoever you are to me if you play a significant role in my life. It is very hard for me to stand by and listen to the shit that these niggas repeatedly do to y'all, and you upset at the moment, but then you go back to the same shit, and it becomes a toxic cycle. And every time that shit get toxic, you want to call me and pull on my energy with that shit. You motherfucking know what needs to be done. You need to do what needs to fucking be done, and stop trying to pull me into that shit. Because I'm going through my own motherfucking shit, trying to get myself in a fucking better state. And I don't necessarily always have time to try to fucking rescue you and be there for you. And that's another fucking thing. You know, people are very fucking selfish. They don't have no consideration on what we going through with each other. They don't want to be there for you. They always want somebody there for them. You know, when this is all the shit that I've been learning, because my situation or previous relationship wasn't the only thing that suffered a fucking death. There was friendships that suffered deaths too. Because in the awakening of analyzing my relationship and trying to figure out what needed to be done at the time, I got a glimpse of who my circle really was at the time. There was motherfucking people that I was expecting. I ain't even gonna say people. There was two people, one in particular, who I definitely knew no matter what, they was gonna reach out. Even if it was just to say, you know, I heard what was going on. Hit me if you need to talk. And they did it. Motherfuckers that I don't give a fuck what the situation was. When they needed me, I pulled up for them. Therefore, I do not subscribe to that bullshit that motherfuckers was saying about, because I seen some shit floating around recently, right? And the shit was something like this. You know, we all grown. You can't be mad if somebody is not there for you because, you know, we always going through some shit. And, you know, for you to not be friends with somebody because they wasn't there for you, mean that, you know, y'all was never friends to begin with. I don't subscribe to that bullshit. You know, we all grown. It is true. We are all grown. We all got some shit that we going through. We all trying to fucking make it. This is motherfucking true. But any type of way that my energy cannot be reciprocated, because when I'm all in, I'm all in. And it had nothing to fucking do with I was expecting me out of other people. I heard my saying got nothing to fucking do with that. Nothing to do with that. When you have a fucking foundation with someone, I don't give a fuck if it's your relationship with your sister, your family, or your significant other. When you have a fucking foundation with someone, some shit goes just without motherfucking saying. And so even if we don't speak on a daily basis because we motherfucking living life and trying to make the best of our shit, and we doing, you know, daily shit. Even if we don't speak all the motherfucking time, you know what the fuck is going on. Just like I hear shit going on with you and I pull up for you, you hear about shit going on with me. And I expected, that's the fuck I did, at the very least, a text message. And never fucking got it. And so there has been revelations with friendships and relationships in this motherfucking breakup. A lot of shit revealed to me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm no longer upset about it. In the beginning, I was upset about it, you know, but the upsetness came from hurt. It came from disappointment. But I'm no longer upset about it. I accept it now for what it is, because it's nothing that I could change. It's nothing that I can do. A lot of people have seasons in our lives, and you know, that's another thing I've learned. A lot of people have seasons in our lives, and when their season is up, you know, it's nothing that we could really do to fucking change it, regardless if we're willing to accept it or not. So, that's the hard part of the lesson. Learning to accept when someone's season is up in your life. Because, you have these foundations with people. You grow these bonds and shit with people. And, you feel like these are going to be your forever people. And that, y'all always go through some ups and downs and, shit together, because that's just what a lot of relationships is built on. You're going to have some fucking turbulence. Nothing is fucking perfect. But when your fucking energy, when my energy is not motherfucking reciprocated, it is time to reevaluate the fucking situation, because I am of high value. And the reevaluation is to see if I'm making these motherfucking people valuable in my life, but I hold no value to them. I don't hold what is needed, and so is whatever else comes after that. Whether it's motherfucking a reconnection or not. But at the age and stage in my life right now, because I know I've gave so much into my situations with people, I'm really not in the zone right now for reconciliation. You know what I'm saying? Because we all motherfucking grown, and everybody knows exactly what the fuck they doing. I don't gotta tell you what you doing or what the fuck you not doing. You already know what the fuck you doing and what you're not doing. And what you are doing is making a conscious decision not to be supportive, not to reciprocate the fucking energy, basically. You're making a decision to do that. And I respect your decision. And the way for me to do that and not fall out and get myself in some bullshit is to respect the decision and then fall the fuck back. Because I'm not going to be entertaining. I'm not going to be with any motherfucking one that ain't reciprocating my motherfucking energy. I'm a person of value. You must be a person of value so that the exchange is reciprocated. I'm not going to be with a motherfucker, and I'm talking about, remember, when I curse, when I say bitch, it's not gender-based. When I say motherfucker, it's not gender-based. I'm not being with no motherfucking body that don't have value within themselves. Because if you don't have fucking value within yourself, you can't fucking offer me nothing. You can't offer me a motherfucking thing. You know what I'm saying? I've learned a lot, and I'm grateful to be in this motherfucking space right now of lessons that I've learned. I am in the current stages right now of planning my future, deciding what type of mate that I want to entertain when it's time. It doesn't necessarily mean that it doesn't necessarily mean relationship either. I've grown to understand that shit too. But I people are gonna be people. But anybody that I fucking deal with in any type of way, friendship or romantically or otherwise, you have to be a motherfucking adult. You have to be a motherfucking adult in dealing with it. We have to be adults, and we have to communicate. I am not forcing a motherfucking thing anymore. And although I never felt like I was forcing anything with anyone, but when I look back, I guess you could call it, I guess you could say I was. Like at the time I didn't recognize it, but passive aggression is forcing. And here's what I mean by passive aggression. Well, y'all know what that shit means. Motherfuckers is aware of what they doing. So anytime, I found myself trying to converse with you and trying to get you to understand how I feel and trying to get you to see your wrongdoing with me, to me, that's passive aggression and a form of pleading almost, because you know what the fuck you doing or not doing. You aware of that shit. You may not be aware of how I feel about it, but that's just being inconsiderate. Because why the fuck would you put me in a situation or do anything to me you know you don't want fucking done to you? I like, you know, like, people are weird. It's not wrong with fucking people. I don't give a fuck. Even the crazy motherfucking people out here have the capability of making decisions. You know what I'm saying? That's just a fucking fact. So, with that, right? I'm grateful to be in the space that I'm motherfucking in. So I'm not in the space yet to really say if I want a relationship or not. Me personally, I feel like it, you know, it may be a little too soon, because I'm still trying to figure out what I want in a romantic partner, period. You know, and as I said, even if it's not a relationship, even if we're just dating or, you know, we're chilling or whatever, I'm trying to find out, you know, I'm checking in, I'm doing a self-check-in to find out what else is it I want. I mean, I have the basics down pat, you know, but I'm trying to figure out, you know, what else is it that I want to entertain, you know. I like grown men. You know what I'm saying? Grown. You know what I'm saying? I'm not dealing with no motherfucking niggas no more that got no type of motherfucking mommy issues. I'm not trying to motherfucking reparent nobody. I'm not dealing with niggas no more that's one-sided with shit, that feel like they don't have to do shit. You know, they expect the fucking women to do everything. I'm not fucking willing to fucking entertain nobody that is not being consistent, reciprocal, motherfucking, you know, honest, you know, responsible, you know what I'm saying, with me, with yourself. You know what I'm saying? Hell motherfucking yeah. There has to be effort. There has to be fucking interest. And hell yeah, we motherfucking dating. Hell motherfucking yeah. Because at the end of the day, you looking for something. You know what I'm saying? You looking for something. And you know, ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing motherfucking wrong with that. You know, you looking for something. I'm looking for fucking something too. To be consistent effort. You know, that's just where I'm at with it. And yeah, and dating has been, you know, it's been good. It's been interesting, you know. And right now I like that for me, because I'm in my bag. You know, I'm in my bag. I'm in my bag. And I'm a win, because I'm a winner. And when I say I'm a win, it's not because I'm in competition with anyone. I'm not in competition with anyone but my old self. I gotta be better than I was when I was heartbroken. And then even though I'm in the healing phase in the fucking future, I gotta be the woman of my own desires, you know, so that I can attract and focus on the lifestyle that I deserve to fucking have, and the lifestyle that I aspire to have, that I feel like I deserve to have, excuse me, matches my motherfucking energy right now, when I ain't got too much. You know, I ain't got too materially, I ain't got too much, you know what I'm saying, but I'm good. And I aspire to have a certain motherfucking lifestyle. So that's my goal right now. My goal ain't building a motherfucking relationship or starting a new foundation with anyone outside of myself right now. Foundation starts with me. I'm working on that. The first layer of the fucking foundation before I invite anyone else with their fucking layers, you know? Yeah. So, with that, I'ma just head on out, you know. I get up on this shit and I get all excited about it, you know, because I like get ready and head on out. I feel good. I feel really good. I'm in a much better space. I'm so grateful for that. I'm in the zone of gratitude. Remember this though. You know, watch how you, even all the way down to how you talk. Watch how you talk. You know, I've discovered for me to stop saying shit like everything happens for a reason. Nah, everything don't happen for a reason. Everything happens for a purpose. I stopped saying, you know, this is my season for this and my season for that, because the only people that's seasonal is the people that God is using to move in and out of your life to get you where you need to be. But you, when you're a person of value, when you're a high quality person, when you're rich in spirit, we don't have seasons. We have lifetimes. So this lifetime that I'm entering, this new book that I'm entering, because the old book is closed. This is the New Testament. I done closed the chapter of the last book. This is a whole new book. So this where I'm at right now with it is this New Testament is my next lifetime. You know what I'm saying? This is my next lifetime that I'm working on. That's that's what it is for me. The next lifetime I'm working on. And I'm gonna have a motherfucking blast because I deserve it. I motherfucking cried a lot. I shed a lot of motherfucking tears. I did. Not just because of the breakup, but well before the fucking breakup, you know. I've sacrificed myself enough to be willing to not do that again, and to be in a space where I am aware of what I deserve and to live that life. And that's what I'm doing right now. And I'm proud of myself, how far I came. And to those who did send text messages, instant messages, DMs, whoever reached out just to check on me periodically, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. And I'm shouting this shit out without saying your name because people are private. Everybody don't have the not give a fucks like me. So I'm not putting nobody on blast and putting nobody out there, but you know who you are. And I appreciate you then, and I still appreciate you taking any time out of your day, out of your life, just to check in on me and make sure I'm good. I appreciate you. I'm more for this. I will definitely be in touch. I know how y'all, so you know how I do with this shit, with this channel. Blessing to y'all. Much healing, you know. Let's get it the fuck done. Let's get it done. All right? Peace.